Once upon a time in a small village called Ekpa, there lived a woman named Mama Ada with her two daughters, Angel and Amara. Angel, the older sister, was her mother's favorite. She was the golden child, the one Mama Ada pampered and adored, while Amara was often left in the shadows, enduring neglect and indifference. Angel was the kind of child every parent would dream of, beautiful, charming, and seemingly obedient. Mama Ada showered her with love, expensive clothes, and all the attention she could muster. Whenever Angel did something wrong, Mama Ada would turn a blind eye, dismissing her mistakes as youthful exuberance. Amara, on the other hand, was the quiet one. She wasn't as strikingly beautiful as her sister, and she didn't possess the same flair for winning people over. But Amara was kind-hearted, intelligent, and hardworking. She did everything she could to gain her mother's approval, yet nothing was ever good enough. Her mother often scolded her for the smallest of mistakes, while praising Angel for even the simplest of things. As the years passed, this favoritism became more pronounced. Angel got everything she asked for, from the best dresses to the most lavish gifts. Mama Ada would boast about her elder daughter to anyone who would listen, proudly showing off Angel's accomplishments, no matter how trivial. Amara's achievements, however, were rarely acknowledged. If she excelled in school, her mother would merely nod and change the subject. If she tried to share her dreams or ambitions, Mama Ada would brush them aside, telling her to focus on more practical matters. Amara had always dreamed of becoming a fashion designer. She had a natural talent for creating beautiful designs and would often sketch dresses and outfits in her spare time. When she discovered an online fashion school that offered courses in design, Amara was thrilled. She knew it was an opportunity to pursue her passion and build a future for herself. But when Amara told her mother about the online school, Mama Ada dismissed the idea. Fashion design, she scoffed. What kind of job is that? You need to focus on something practical, something that will put food on the table. This online nonsense is a waste of time. Despite her mother's harsh words, Amara enrolled in the online fashion school using the little money she had saved from doing odd jobs around the village. She studied late into the night, after finishing her household chores, and poured her heart into learning as much as she could. But no matter how hard she worked, Mama Ada never supported her. Instead, she would belittle Amara's efforts, telling her that she was wasting her time and would never amount to anything. Meanwhile, when it came time for Angel to attend university, Mama Ada spared no expense. She sent Angel to the best school in the city, ensuring she had everything she needed to succeed. Amara, however, was told that there wasn't enough money to send both girls to university. Mama Ada insisted that Amara should stay home and learn how to manage the household, claiming it was more important for her future. Amara was heartbroken but didn't protest. She took on the responsibility of running the household while her sister was away, all the while continuing her online studies in secret. She borrowed books from the village library, studied fashion design late into the night, and sought knowledge wherever she could find it. Amara's determination to succeed burned brighter with each passing day, even in the face of her mother's constant discouragement. Years went by, and Angel graduated with a degree but returned home with little ambition. She had grown accustomed to the easy life her mother provided and saw no reason to work hard or make something of herself. Mama Ada was content with this, believing that Angel's beauty and charm would eventually land her a wealthy husband who would take care of everything. Amara, meanwhile, had become a skilled seamstress, using her talents to earn money and support herself. Her work was so exceptional that people from neighboring villages came to her for custom-made clothes. Despite her success, Mama Ada still showed little interest in her younger daughter's achievements, focusing instead on finding a suitable match for Angel. One day, a wealthy businessman visited the village, looking for someone to design clothes for his daughter's wedding. He had heard about Amara's talent and sought her out. Impressed by her skill, he offered her a contract to work for his family's clothing line in the city. It was a life-changing opportunity, one that Amara had never imagined would come her way. As Amara prepared to leave the village and embark on this new chapter of her life, Mama Eda barely acknowledged her departure. She was too busy worrying about Angel, who had not yet found a husband. But as Amara stood at the edge of the village, suitcase in hand, she took one last look at her mother's house. A mix of emotions swirled within her: sadness, relief, and a newfound sense of determination. In the city, Amara thrived. She poured her heart and soul into her work, quickly rising through the ranks of the fashion industry. Her designs became highly sought after, and she soon built a reputation as one of the most talented designers in the country. Amara's hard work and perseverance had paid off, and she had finally found the success that had always eluded her back home. Back in the village, Angel's life took a different turn. Without her mother's constant support and with no real ambitions of her own, she struggled to find her place. Suitors came and went, but none were interested in marrying someone who had nothing to offer beyond her looks. The once pampered daughter found herself lost, with no direction and no real purpose. Years later, news of Amara's success reached the village. The villagers, who had once pitied her, now spoke of her with admiration and respect. They marveled at how the quiet, overlooked daughter had risen above her circumstances to achieve greatness. Even Mama Eda couldn't ignore the stories of her daughter's accomplishments, though she struggled to reconcile them with her own beliefs about Amara's worth. One day, Amara returned to the village, not as the quiet, overlooked girl she had once been, but as a successful and confident woman. She had come to visit her mother, despite everything that had happened between them. When Mama Eda saw her daughter, she was filled with a mix of emotions: pride, guilt, and regret. She realized that she had been wrong all those years, that she had underestimated her younger daughter's potential and had placed her love and hopes in the wrong place. Amara's success didn't change who she was; she remained humble and kind. She forgave her mother for the years of neglect and mistreatment, understanding that Mama Eda had been blinded by her own biases. But the years of favoritism had taken their toll. Angel, once the apple of her mother's eye, had become resentful and bitter, unable to cope with her sister's success. In the end, it was Amara who took care of her mother, providing for her in her old age. Angel, still struggling to find her place, drifted away, unable to face the reality of her situation. The story of the two sisters became a cautionary tale in the village, a reminder of the dangers of favoritism and the importance of valuing all your children equally. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe, like and comment.